Hi, this is Xiomara Collins Moreno from Educators on the Go. I am an experienced and seasoned educator for the past 30 years. Thanks for joining us on today's episode. We're going to talk about something very interesting, the process. How do we get to the International Teachers Fairs? What does it entail? What do I have to prepare? Can I afford it? We're going to put ourselves en route and begin the process. So I challenged my girlfriend that I would go with her to one of the fairs. And I have signed up the registration, and I'm going to be part of the virtual fair in November. Let's look here, some of the international job fairs. And here I'm showing you, there's one today on September 28th, and it's virtual. We also have one coming up now in November 23rd. I suggest we try to go for that one. Why? Time is of essence right now. Schools are opening up. They are looking at what they will need for next year, human resources. And now it's time for us to start alerting and applying, at least getting our names out there. So we have the virtual fair coming up on November 23rd. We also have the Atlanta, Georgia Fair, which will be in person, taking place on December 14th and December 15th. Consider going, but that one would entail an airfare or a drive wherever you are to attend that fair. Also, you may want to go to the January fair, which is again virtual, and that will be on January 25th. We also have the Washington, D.C. fair, which is February 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. That will be in person. Again, great opportunity for you to meet the school representatives face to face and have true conversations with them in person. And the last fair of the year for ISS, International School Services, is going to occur on March 8th. It will be virtual. I suggest that we attend those that are a little bit earlier, okay? And again, the deadline to register will be October 28th. So we're just in time to start our registration process. In lieu of that, I also want to talk to you about some of the testimonies that have occurred. So we have teachers that have taken this plunge, and I'd like to introduce them to you. They are Heather and Luke Minen, and they are on the ISS website, which I like to play for you. And just listen carefully on how they took their plunge.
Hey everybody, I'm Luke Minen,
and I'm Heather Minen.
And we are currently at Cayman International School, and we're part of the Arts and STEAM department. I'm going to be teaching high school STEAM.
And I'm high school art.
And we're originally from the U.S. and have been in Cayman for a couple of years.
Just a couple of things to be mindful of is just to be flexible, because as you know, with everything, it doesn't always go as planned. So try to be flexible with that, what comes around to you. Be open-minded, because you're in a new culture, and it might be different than yours, and some things might seem backwards to you, but don't seem backwards to the local culture. So just be mindful of that. And then also try and find like a work-life balance, which is difficult, I think, especially when you're starting a new school, because you're trying to learn so much and do so much. But yeah, try to find that work-life balance and what makes you kind of grounded.
Some of the goals and aspirations I have and we have for this year is we're actually for the first time going to work in the same classroom, so we're excited for the new challenges of working together, but also I'm excited for a new position, and I think that's what's awesome about international education is every country you go to, every school you go to is a different experience and a different challenge, and if you're open to that and excited about that, this is the right type of role for you. So embrace that change, embrace those challenges, and you're going to have an awesome time in international education. So good luck for the year, and good luck, and thanks for joining the ISS community.
Good luck.
So we were introduced to Heather and Luke. They are now participating in jobs and working abroad. However, we also want to take a look at some of the jobs that are being posted right now. Does any of this fit you? Okay, your career. Look at the amount of careers that are being posted right now that are upcoming. This should have something for you. Okay. I urge you to go into the ISS search and seek out opportunities. They also have the free teaching job, and you can look at the blue dots and what they can offer you, and then go premium. Premium is $75, which I think is a very good buy, considering that you're going to change your life. You're changing your life. Now, what I want to do is show you a little bit of what this entails. So I'm going to share with you my dashboard. I just registered, so it's incomplete, but no worries. I am now going to complete my profile and basically show you what it's going to entail. You are going to now make a cover letter, upload it, a resume, which we all should have, and I believe we have. And then also look at the availability that you are able to start working. Some schools may need you immediately, or you can just set aside for the end of the school year, starting, let's say, August or July. Usually July is the best time. Where you're coming from, your country of residence, they want to know what languages you speak, and they will do a criminal background check. Having to work with children, we have to do that. We look at also our address information. This is very important. Media links. How many of you have videos? And you might think, well, I've only done, a trail walk with kids. Everything is wonderful. I have done videos where I've gone with students to different countries, and this would be a great video to upload. Social media. Are you part of a social media, Facebook, Instagram book, a group where you are sharing information, professional information? Okay. Also, websites. Many teachers have websites, external links for their classrooms that they share with their students and families. Now, this is interesting. Positions that you are seeking. What job type are you interested in? Think about it. I began my career, I graduated in world languages in New York, and then I decided I went to another country and they wanted to hire me as a math teacher because my minor was in biology. And I said, okay, and I ended up doing mathematics for 20 full years and loved it. Little did I know that that was the career of my passions. So going to a job type, I would say go with your license or your degree, and it's safer. And once you're there, they can then learn more about you and offer you something else if needed. Interested countries, this is where we need to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Do you want to look at countries with different weathers? Or are you interested in small countries, in speaking like population? Can you withstand different cultures being at one school? Many of these schools cater to international communities. Are you ready to be, as Heather was saying, open-minded? And we think of open-minded as just simply accepting. Open-minded means you become the minority. You become the person that's going to learn in conjunction with the students. And open-minded can mean so many wonderful things. I had, when by the beginning of my career, I was depressed for 2 full years because I was not open-minded. I was closed. I didn't want to go. I was told to go because of my family and my husband wanted us to go. But for 2 years, I resisted that open-mindedness. And I regret, so one thing I regret, being there in order to just receive all the wonderful things that I now hold cherished and, as a memory. So interesting is also the weather. I'm not willing to do certain countries, either extreme heats or extreme colds. And again, that's all a lack of understanding. Will I be living in the heat or will I be working in an air conditioned environment? Right? So I want you to put those things into perspective. Yes, there is tourism, but you become adapted. If you're open-minded, you will adapt. And then you want to look at, maybe look at the war situations in certain countries. We have a teacher who was in Kiev, in Ukraine, and when the war broke out, she was left without a job. But International School Services found her another job. So she's now at another school, again, being part of that community of international educators. This is very important, and I wanted us to just stop here a minute and just give some thought to this. You have to be prepared for sudden changes. Again, that's part of that flexibility that we need when going out and into the international circuit. Partners, this is new. Having a partner go with you. Just like Heather and her husband, they were a husband-wife team, and they're now teaching partners. Your husband or your wife or your significant other may or may not be a teacher, but they may have a skill that the school can use. Again, don't omit anything. I would add that as an added plus, keeping your significant other on that radar with you. Okay, so include that in. Another surprising one is dependence. We've come to the point where we have to look at the reality of this. Now, dependence means that you can take your children if the school hires you. However, I would be mindful that schools are going to take in and absorb tuition for your dependents. That means that your dependent, your child, is taking a seat for an international school parent. That's fine if the school has allocated a certain amount of seats for teacher kids. However, in my days, I tried to travel with my 3 kids, and I was told that I was not able to do that because they was just, at that time, it was a load for a school. Nowadays, I think now things are a little bit different, and I can travel with my husband. And as a husband-wife team, we can have our kids. So think about these things. A school that can have your significant other, have dependents, okay? But I think the unique situation right now is if you are single, definitely register and try to attend one of the fairs. Your career history, again, this is all going to appear on your resume, but they would like it to be a little more informed. They also would like you to rank your situations, to improve your ranking. That means that you're going to give any other information that would help them to choose you. Keep in mind, lots and lots of teachers and educators are applying for the positions that you would like to get. So you have to make yourself the candidate that a school would want to hire. Finally, references. You may want to start getting 3 references for your packet. One of them needs to be a former supervisor. So if you are working right now with a supervisor in a supervisory position or someone in the past, reach out and see if they can give you a letter of recommendation to upload. Their phone number, their contact information, you will need this. And this is important to show that your working relationships have been healthy and you're workable. So again, 3 recommendations is what they're asking you for. Finally, your education, again, breaking down what's on your resume into the actual categories of the country, the courses, majors, right? Breaking it down. All this is in your resume, but now it's more specific. So nothing to fear. And what I call the big to-do, your registrations and certifications. We think that we have to have certifications from the United States to travel abroad. While that is optimal, it is not necessary. You can have your certifications, college diplomas, teaching diplomas from your home country, and you can upload those and show that your commitment and dedication to education is solid. Again, these schools are looking for the best in the field. You want to project exactly who you are. So just upload your certifications from your home country if needed. And if you can also, from now, begin some certifications with US companies as well, which we're going to have a video on that as well. We have another portfolio, okay? So this one is going to ask you for any educational technology platforms that you are using. Please, please, please enjoy this one. This is what COVID left us and to cherish. This is where we now shine as frontline workers. We have been able to become the hybrid teachers. We didn't give up. We kept going. So put down all the technology that you're able to manage, Zoom being one of them, and all the different platforms that you can use with your students in the high school, middle school, elementary. Okay? Also, the documents that you would need to upload. It says anything else that you would like to consider. Again, any kind of community service, volunteer service, anything that can show that you are committed as a worker, as a student, as a teacher. Though all those things are going to just start to craft who you really are. Okay? Again, I am looking forward to attending the virtual fair with my girlfriend, and I hope to see you all also. I will be attending the November 21st fair virtual, but I'm planning to go to the December fair, to the Washington fair. And if you want to, we can meet in Washington. Okay? Anyway, that's all for now. Again, enjoy being teachers and enjoy being educators on the go. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and to like this channel. Bye.